Hi, Aries. Welcome to your 2022 tarot reading. Honestly, time doesn't matter with these readings, but at the same time, no pun intended, this is my first reading on YouTube in 2022. So that means something. You are the first. Now, this reading is for those who have their sun, moon, or rising in the sign Aries, okay? Sun, moon, or rising. And I would go in the order of rising, sun, and moon. So let me start saying it in the right order. Rising, sun, and moon. The reason why this distinction is important is because your rising sign represents your three-dimensional manifestation. And usually with tarot readings, it is giving you information on a situation or something that's actually that's happening. And when it's happening within the third dimension. So this is why the rising would be helpful to look at first. Then the sun, which is how you identify yourself or how you see yourself, that's what that represents. So when you look at it from the sun's perspective, you're getting information on that possibly. And then with the moon, this is how we are emotionally. So with that, and how you can do it is if you're looking for for clarity or guidance in a three-dimensional matter, like something very physical, you can look at your rising. If it's how in the realm of your identity or how you see things, you can look at your sun. And then if it has to do with how you feel, then look at your moon, whatever sign is in your moon, or whatever sign the moon was in when you were born. You get what I mean. You get what I mean. Because I recognize already that those who are going to be watching this are coming from TikTok, and this is why the setup is the same as it is on TikTok. So Aries, let's get into your reading. And it's going to be in a very similar fashion. With the 10 of Cups at the bottom, that's... This is... I'm connecting with how optimistic and bright and uplifted the vibe is just at this present time as we're moving fully into the experience of spring, how things are just moving into spring. It feels really good. So this is what I'm connecting with. Things are getting lighter for you. Let's see what is up. All messages, and this won't be fast forward like it is on TikTok. All messages are for the highest good for those who see this. What do they need to know through me? The highest good for those who see this. What do they need to know through me? Messages are for the highest good for those who see this. What do they need to know through me? Highest good for those who see this. What do they need to know through me? We have the Knight of Cups. Highest good for those who see this. What do Knight of Pentacles, no, through me. All these knights. Highest good for those who see this. I don't know what that is. You should need to know through me. Okay. Oh, so we have the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're going to see this from a different view now so that you can see it up close and personal. And how I do it on TikTok. All right, so see you in a second. All right, Aries, sun, moon, or rising, or rising, sun, moon. Here is your reading from a different perspective. This way you can see what I'm looking at. So I'm connecting with, okay, so what we have here, we have the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, King of Cups, Nine of Cups. So this is emotional. Picking up on a lot of emotional, on a lot of emotions in the realm of your intuition, emotions, feelings, sensing. We do have some earth here, so this represents water. We have earth, and then we have swords. Now, what I'm picking up on, we had 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck initially when we started shuffling. The Ace of Swords to the 10 of Cups is letting me know that 10 of Cups represents clarity to you. So what I'm getting is you're coming here for clarity. Not everybody comes to the tarot for clarity or for guidance. You know, some people just come to see what's up. Maybe a little update, but I feel that clarity is something that you are like you are feeling that as we move more into the Aries season and as the planets move into the sign Aries as they will slowly, I feel the more clear things will become. And the clarity is in regards to your sense of satisfaction, your sense of emotional satisfaction. And then because we have the Knight here, I'm getting that your sense of satisfaction involves getting your physical affairs in order as well as your emotions in order and in real order with the King of Cups. The King represents the highest of the court cards. This is the most mature of the court cards. Well, I want to say that the King and Queen are the same. However, the King represents the external world, whereas the Queen represents the internal world, or at least that is one of the differences and indications of those cards that I use or have come to realize. So I'm getting that maturity, emotional maturity, is something that you desire, as well as something that is becoming solidified with you, is becoming solidified with you. And what stands out to me are the feet of the characters here. Like their feet are planted. The feet are planted, although this is giving me very risk taker vibes. So maybe your sense of emotional stability, this sense of emotional maturity will have you dipping your toe, no pun intended, but dipping your toe into deeper waters, getting to know yourself a little deeper so that you can attain the sense of satisfaction. What's nice to see, especially for a fire sign, is all this water and earth action that we have here. Because while this represents clarity, these two cards are giving me indications of the aspects of your life that you desire clarity on. So I see that understanding that you have to take your time. Aries, ruled by Mars, is quick movement, fast, impulsive, sweating, movement that will cause you to sweat. However, there is now some awareness that taking your time and building your physical affairs is essential for it to be stable, for you to get that sense of satisfaction that you're desiring. So what I'm getting is that you have been moving very quickly, and for some too slowly, to the point where there is no movement at all. Maybe you have been still and you're seeing that there is a balance. I'm also getting, with just saying that maybe it was like a ping pong. I'm getting a ping pong of moving very quickly to no movement at all. And you're seeing that, or you are going to come to recognize that moving at a slower and steadier pace will be not only sustainable, but it will lead to this sense of satisfaction that you desire. And I'm getting with the King of Cups that for some, this is something that you're going to have to embrace, becoming more emotionally mature. And what I appreciate about these cards that I see here, as well as the order that they're in, is just the evolution. So we start off in a less mature space with the Knight of Cups, to the most mature space when it comes to the display of your emotions, when it comes to people receiving you. Because again, the King represents external, like from the outside. So from the outside looking in at you, you are going to appear more emotionally stable. And there's this progression, a steady progression. It's nice to see. And it equals, again, the sense of satisfaction. Something to bear in mind, or a few things to bear in mind, because I don't want these readings to be ridiculously long, especially if we could just get to the point. Things to bear in mind is for those who are not feeling this sense of clarity, who desire clarity and are feeling more volatile, getting to an emotionally vulnerable space with yourself for you to recognize where you're at emotionally. And to even get to where you're at emotionally is for you to really understand and accept and be honest with where you're at within your physical affairs. Because what I'm feeling for some is that this movement feels too slow. You want to get there quicker. So I get that you have something that you have a plan. You have an intention that you are trying to actualize, or you're actualizing. However, for some, the pace that you're doing that does not feel, I'm realizing that you're seeing all the all that's happening up here. For some, the pace feels like it's not quick enough. So what I would say for those that are experiencing this sense of volatility, the sense of dissatisfaction, to attain the satisfaction, it comes with clarity, and the clarity that you're going to benefit the most from realizing is yourself emotionally, as well as yourself tangibly, your material affairs. Really getting to know that, because the true source of your dissatisfaction is where you're at financially, where you're at materially, where you're at physically. This could be your physical body. This could be your money. This could be your living situation. This could be anything, even down to your how you value yourself, anything that creates stability in your life. Understanding that which creates stability in your life in a physical way, as well as internally, that creates the internal structure, which is your values, your sense of worth, your self-esteem. Understanding that will help you, or be the key for you to get into a more an emotionally vulnerable space, for you to start to introspect and get that internal clarity that will provide you with more clues or more actionable steps on your plan, or in your plan, I should say, to satisfaction. I feel it's necessary to say during this Aries season, keeping your emotions in check and avoid reacting will be very, very, very helpful for you. I was going to say crucial, so let's go with it. It's going to be crucial because your sense of impulsiveness, your reactiveness, I feel is also why, for those that are not experiencing the satisfaction, is also why you are experiencing a sense of dissatisfaction. Take your time, move at your own pace. There is no rush. There is no rush, right, Aries? Sun, moon, rising, or rising, sun, moon. This is your reading. Please comment down below if it resonates, anything that comes up for you. Let this be a sense of therapy, for a place for you to release whatever it is that comes up. So feel free. And I will put all my social information in the description box below if you're interested in following me on TikTok, where I do daily readings, or on Instagram. Alrighty? Toodles. I will see you or speak to you at another time.